this video, I will be doing an updated prediction between Joe Biden and Ron DeSantis for the 2024 general election. So without further ado, let's get right into today's video. For the solid states for both parties, meaning the states above 15% in the margin, I will give Joe Biden the states of California, Hawaii, New York, Massachusetts, Maryland, and the District of Columbia, as well as the state of Vermont. And means for the first district of which of these states Biden won by at least 20 points in the 2020 general election. So some safe states that were in place for Biden in the 2020 election will not be in place for him in 2024 due to his very negative approval rating. But for Ron DeSantis, he has more good news than bad news. He will win all the states that Trump won by a safe margin, plus a few of these states that he didn't. For example, the states of Kansas, South Carolina, and Alaska. So that gives Ron DeSantis an edge to start with 125 electoral votes to Joe Biden's 111. For the likely states for Joe Biden, Washington, Oregon, Illinois, Delaware, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Rhode Island, which were all states in which that Biden was able to carry by a safe margin in 2020, meaning by over the margin of 15%. So, in addition to that, he will also carry some likely states like Colorado and Virginia, in which he was able to carry by over 5% in the last general election, which were under 15%, but over 5%. So those two states will be in place for Joe Biden. They are very unlikely to go down to lean, but nearly impossible to go up to safe either. So yeah. Now for Ron DeSantis, his likely states, Iowa, Ohio, both of these states, Trump did win by over 8%. DeSantis probably also has that appeal there. He's also going to win Texas. Florida, his home state, only won to Trump by 3%, but given his home state appeal, I think he should be able to win the state. I also think that North Carolina should go to him. It was actually using my margins here. If we look at my margins, this was actually a tilt state for Donald Trump, but I think that he should be able to do about 4% better, win the state by 5.3%, about that margin here. So it will be likely, as well as that Maine's second congressional district. Trump did win the district by 7.4%. If we use compare mode, though, the district actually shifted 2.9 points Democratic, but regardless, it's very likely that Ron DeSantis continues to hold the district, so it's 235 for Ron DeSantis. He has won every single state that Trump won in the 2016 general election, with 3 additional electoral votes coming from the census favoring him in this election. Now for Joe Biden, he only has 204 electoral votes. Let's give him the lean states. New Mexico, of course. I think the oil vote will hurt him. That's why it's not going to be likely, but it's definitely not going to go for Ron DeSantis. Maine as well. It could be tilt, it could be lean. I'd say it's between lean and tilt, about 3% for him. If we look at 2016, Hillary Clinton only won the state by 3, but I think in the end, though, the election wouldn't be much worse for Biden compared to 2016, so he should be able to win it by a lean margin. Possibly tilt there going down as well. We don't have any more lean states for the Democrats, but we do have some lean states for the Republicans here. Georgia here, I don't think Biden will have that suburban appeal. There will be some type of suburban reversion, not a lot, but the rural areas should be able to outweigh that. Look at I'm just going to collect this, the state of Georgia. It's going to take me to the Wikipedia page. Again, you see a lot of red here. But again, these suburbs, they trended towards Joe Biden. He was able to win by a pretty good margin for these suburbs. I think they're going to revert back a little bit for the Republicans, and that's enough because Biden only won the state by 0.2%. Going to the state of Arizona here, we do have a lean because I think Maricopa County, we can click on that as well. 2/3 of the voters are from Maricopa. Biden won this county with 50.3% of the vote. I think that Biden will underperform a little bit. Trump may flip Maricopa. I think he will flip in Maricopa, but even if he doesn't, he should still be able to do it with those rural areas, and narrowing down Maricopa is enough for him to win the state. So yeah, that's a lot of talking. I do have the tipping point state as well. Wisconsin here in this electoral map will be the tipping point state. Should go to Ron DeSantis. I think he has decent appeal in the rural counties. He also has decent appeal in the rural areas. It should be enough for him to win the state. Also, the state of Pennsylvania, Biden did win the state by 1.2%. But again, he was seen as a Scranton boy, not anymore after he goes to his road to his presidency. Biden carried pretty much exactly 50.0% of the votes. So yeah, that is going to be the state of Pennsylvania. Well, for the state of Michigan, this one's tougher. I think it could be tilt, but I think it's going to be lean in the end because I think Ron DeSantis has a lot of appeal in the Oakland suburbs. Those were the areas in which they reverged back to the Democrats a little bit. Look at the, I'm going to open the Michigan map here. Whoa. Nah. So look at these are the McConnell County. This is Kent County. These areas trended Democrat pretty heavily, but I don't think that's going to be the case in 2024. I think they're going to revert back to Ron DeSantis, and he should have better appeal in the rural areas as well. A little bit better, but that's enough for a state that Biden did not carry by over 3%. So that does give Ron DeSantis 306 electoral votes. He should also win Nebraska second. It should be a tilt margin, though. Biden did carry the district by 6, but the district has gone 3 points more Republican, at least according to FiveThirtyEight. So we have 3 states left. These are going to be the 3 closest states, probably. Nevada, though, I do think we can give it to Ron DeSantis. Clark County actually shifted more Republican. That should be enough to give Ron DeSantis the edge in the state of Nevada. We have the 2 most contested states probably left on this map. I think New Hampshire, though, in the New England area, it is very college educated, but I think in the end they will revert back to Joe Biden because Ron DeSantis because, again, a lot of those voters just did not like Trump due to his comments about the state. Ron DeSantis does not have that backlash against him, so he should be able to carry the state. Minnesota is the final state and probably the most contentious. Looking at the results here in the state of Minnesota here. Let's see. So Minnesota, going to this area, election results by county, going to the Minneapolis area, St. Paul area, very blue counties here. So yeah, looking at the state overall, Biden did carry many of these areas, these very large cities that ended up giving him the victory without a doubt by 7 percentage points. I think he might still be able to win this, but in the end, I think, whoa, what just happened there? In the end, I do think that Joe Biden will probably still carry it just because of how ridiculously blue these areas here in the Minneapolis suburbs are. So thanks for watching today's video. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment in this video which calls do you agree with, which calls do you not agree with. And yeah, so thanks for watching and have a nice day. Bye.